Well, what people will be voting on in June is an amendment to the Irish Constitution. They'll be asked to put this amendment into the Irish Constitution. And there are two key sentences in the amendment which people will be actually urged or being asked to put into the Constitution. The first sentence says that the state, that is Ireland, may join the European Union, which is being established by the Treaty of Lisbon. Now that clearly indicates that this new European Union will be a different union from the union we are present members of, which was established 15 years ago by the Treaty of Maastricht in 1993. So quite clear from this key sentence in the Constitution Amendment that people are being asked to vote on in June is that this is going to be a new European Union, which will be a real state, a federal state, of which will be made real citizens, which we'll have to give real obedience to and loyalty to and so on. And then the second key sentence is that all the laws of this European Union must be obeyed and be valid in the state. The sentence says, nothing in this constitution shall invalidate laws enacted, acts done, or measures adopted by the European Union, which are necessitated by the obligations of membership, from having the force of law in the state. And no act or law or action of the European Union can be prevented from having the force of law in the state as long as it's covered by the treaties. So this in effect gives us a new constitution. The laws and constitution of the new European Union would be made superior to the Irish Constitution by these two key sentences of the Constitutional Amendment.
When you mentioned the Constitution there, that it's no provisions of the Irish Constitution
can invalidate EU laws.
So this will be the final nail in the coffin for our sovereignty?
Well, it's the formal abandonment of any pretense to be a sovereign independent state. We would still have the Irish Constitution, just as California has its own constitution, and Massachusetts and Kansas, they all have their own constitution within the United States of America. But
and they have their own flags.
They're subordinate to the federal constitution of the United States of America. So we become a province or a region in a European federal state, run primarily by the big states because they get so much more power in deciding the policies. So, we become a province, literally. And we have the constitution of a provincial state, not a sovereign independent state. The state may join the treaty, the union established by the Treaty of Lisbon, this new European Union, and nothing in the Constitution shall prevent the laws of that union from having the force of law in the state. Nothing could be more sweeping than that. It makes quite clear that after this Treaty of Lisbon would be ratified, if it is ratified, if the people are so foolish enough as to vote for it, well then Ireland becomes in effect a province once again. We're no longer an independent state, an independent nation. We agree to becoming a province or a region of this new European Union, which would be a supranational European federal state, making laws in virtually all areas of government which would be superior to the Irish Constitution and Irish laws. Now what this Treaty of Lisbon does is to abolish the European community, put it out of existence, and replace it by a thing called the European Union, which is going to be different from the European Union we're currently members of, because it will establish this European Union as a state, in effect, separate from its member states. At present, the European community is not separate from its member states, but this new European Union would be, and we will be made real citizens of it, just as if you're a citizen of the United States of America, you can be a citizen also of California or Kansas or New York, as well as a citizen of the United States of America. It's normal in a federal constitution, which is what this new Treaty of Lisbon would set up, that you're a citizen of your own state and also a citizen of this superior federation, which is supreme over one's own state in all the areas covered by the federation.